Hey everybody, Mickey here. Welcome back to the Final Fantasy X walkthrough.
Might be more out bed. Keep watch, yeah?
After taking up the extractor and rescuing
Looks like we're
Yuna,
stuck here for a while.
we're here at the other side of the moonflow where Yuna looks like she's getting a little bit of attention. Or we could do a little bit more exploration on this side. The last episode was kind of cut short. What's going on? Why can't I walk? I guess I have to exit through the left side here. Well, it's important because I'd like to come up here, because there's an Albed primer. And I believe that we've gotten all of them so far. I always feel like I need to check just to make sure, but looks like we're good so far. Owaka's here, he doesn't sell anything really new.
Guard Yuna.
This NPC right here, her name is Mayu, I believe, or Mayu or something like that? Mayu, yes. She's having some issues with being a crusader nowadays, not knowing what to do, but you can go ahead and recruit her as a blitzball player. She's I've heard, one of the best goalies that you can get in the game. But we keep on going here down to the moonflow. We run into Corpse.
You're not dead?
And as you'll see here, resembles our old friend, mystery girl, Rikku. It wouldn't be Final Fantasy X without a little bit of fan service.
Rikku! You're Rikku! Hey! You're okay! How you been?
Terrible.
Yeah, you don't look so good. What happened?
You beat me up, remember?
Huh? Oh, that Machina? That was you?
She was the one controlling the extractor that took captive of Yuna.
Oh, that really hurt, you know. You big meanie.
Wait, but you attacked us!
Nuh-uh, it's not exactly what you think.
Yo! Friend of yours.
You could say that.
Pleased to meet ya. I'm Rikku.
Yuna? Lulu? I told you about her, remember? She was the one who helped me before I was washed up on Besaid. She's an Albed.
Wow, so you like all your life. What luck meeting here, huh? Praise be to Yevon. So, Rikku, you look a little beat up. You okay?
Waka.
Huh? What?
There's something we need to discuss.
Oh, go ahead.
Girls only. Boys, please wait over there.
Right. Sorry, Waka.
Huh? What? Ah.
Sir Orin, I would like Rikku to be my guardian.
Show me your face.
Huh?
Look at me.
Oh, okay.
Open your eyes. As I thought.
No good?
Are you certain?
100%. So, anyway, can I?
If Yuna wishes it.
Yes, I do.
Riku's a good girl. She helped me a bunch.
Well, I'm for it. The more the merrier.
Righto. Then I'll just have to be the merriest.
It was strange. even though Waka had always hated the Albed.
Rikku, at your service.
He never realized Rikku was one of them.
Well, Rikku now finally joins our party officially here. And if we go ahead to her sphere grid, we can already get a little bit of HP that's much needed. As you'll see there, she only has 560 HP compared to all the rest that have, at the very least, over 1,000, up to 1,400 actually. So she's got some catching up to do. But yeah, I think it's actually... Oh, one thing I should mention also is that she also has the highest, I was going to say a pretty high agility, but you'll see that she has 16 agility in comparison to Yuna's 15, and Tidus's 16 compared to the others that are 7, 7, 9. But she'll actually gain a ton of agility in her sphere grid. So now our fastest characters are going to be Tidus, Rikku, and Yuna. But yeah, I'm actually surprised that Waka doesn't make a fuss out of Rikku joining.
Oh, a treasure chest. I wonder what's inside.
Well, much like everyone that we have in our party, her specialty, if you remember, is to steal as well as use. The use command does essentially that, it uses items.
You should know, I'm scary when I get mad.
This
I'm gonna
battle
use that item I
acts
just got
as
on
another
you.
tutorial
You'll be sorry.
in regard to her ability to steal even the treasure chests that we'll run into every once in a while during the journey. This is going to go ahead and showcase her overdrive. It's mix, and you essentially choose 2 random items to be able to create something devastating. You're supposed to go ahead and use the 2 bomb cores that we just got, however, those are a little bit too valuable in my opinion to use. I like to go ahead and use a power sphere and a grenade, because, well, I stole those grenades in excess at the beginning of the game for this exact reason. That's the blaster mine there. You'll see that it did massive damage.
What did you just do?
As well
It was
as
great!
casted,
Combine items and use
I
them
think it
like
was
this.
blind,
It's not that
silence,
tough,
and sleep. So, I mean, her overdrive is absolutely the best in the game. Extremely useful. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised that Waka, he doesn't really care. I mean, we have so many Guardians, he's just kind of blasé about, yeah, sure, Rikku can join, whatever, I don't care. I mean, we've run into summoners before, and they don't have nearly as many Guardians as Yuna does. It's also pretty apparent that
You got
Waka...
any better?
Just watch!
Waka had never realized that Albed have not just green eyes, but a swirl to the green eyes, making them
So be it.
pretty distinct to be able to point out. So I suppose it's relevant because of the fact that Yuna has a green eye. Even though both her eyes are different colors, she still has a green eye, and pretty much indicates that she's Albed, so... Anyway, throughout most of the battles, what Rikku will be doing is that her strength right now is pretty weak, so she'll essentially just be stealing a lot of the time. Which, don't get me wrong, isn't bad by any means. Her main utility is going to be able to do exactly that, stealing and using. Because the command use that you can, that she gets, even though you can get it with other characters, the point of the matter is it's still very, very useful. Let's see, has Orin got a turn? I don't think I remember, so yeah, I think he did. I'm pretty positive he did. Let's just go ahead and take it out now. Yeah, having Rikku in the party adds another character to get a little bit more participation credits, so battles will be a little bit longer, but that's okay. Ooh, got another flame tongue there for Tidus. I'll probably go ahead and sell that off, actually. Waka's fine there. I just want to have my faster characters in the front line now. if we don't always have the fastest, it's okay. Now, something to note about these trench chests here, that every random battle that you get into has, well, the ability to run into these chests. And there are 3 specific things that the chests will have in it. A Mega Potion, a Dragon Scale. Yeah, she's a little bit squishy right now. A Dragon Scale, like we just picked up. And the more rare item is a Stamina Tonic. And you can actually stay here in this forest, stealing from those chests, trying to obtain multiple stamina tonics just to get... Let's go ahead and use guard. Haven't really shown that off, but if the bunyip hits Rikku, for instance, Orin will guard and take the damage instead. Well, looks like it went ahead and attacked Orin, so it was pretty much useless. But yeah, the stamina tonics can go ahead and be pretty useful here shortly. I'll go into that a little bit more depth, but they're worth stealing. However, I'm not really gonna make too much of a big deal in getting it. It's really not that big of a deal. Those Mega Potions are good though to grab. I mean, they're pretty much the best way to heal everybody in your party for quite some time. After crossing the moonflow entirely, though, we get to our new destination, Guadosalam.
We have been expecting you, Lady Yuna. Welcome to Guadosalam. This way, my lady. This way.
Me?
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh, I beg your pardon. I am called Trommel Guado. I am in the direct service of our leader, the great Seymour Guado. Lord Seymour has very important business with Lady Yuna.
Business with me? Whatever could it be, I wonder?
Please, come inside the manor. All will be explained. Of course, your friends are also welcome.
Twist our arms, why don't you? Ah, I almost forgot.
With obtaining Rikku in our party, we also get the ability to customize equipment. This being a tutorial, I'll fast forward through it and just explain things as it becomes necessary.
What would you do without me?
To give a slight showcase though, we open up this new customize section here. What you can do is go ahead and customize all of our equipment that we have and essentially put new abilities on it. And how we do that is the abilities are always in correspondence to the items that we have. So for instance, we have X potions and we can put HP plus 5. It costs 1 extra potion to do so we can do that. Or for instance, we can go ahead and use, say, the claw here and be able to put... Oh, by the way, I got some return spheres from the Blitzball games that I've been playing. We can put First Strike on. I'm not going to be able to do that, or I should say I don't want to do that now, but again, just figured I'd give a quick little explanation to what the customize ability does that Rikku shows us.
Oh, how fare you, Sir Guardian? It seems that Maester Seymour has returned to Guadosalam. He's young, but he deserves our respect.
Yeah, so this being Guadosalam, this is where Seymour is from.
Can't get enough? Like to hear it one more time?
Let's go ahead and talk to Machen about what these fireflies are.
They may be called fireflies, but they aren't really flies, you see. They're those lights you see whenever a fiend dies. The little fellows are responsible for a few fantastic phenomena. Visions of the past, spheres, fiends, these are all the fireflies doing. In fact, fireflies have something to do with aeons, too. The dreams of the faith reach through the spirit of the summoner. And that which is unreal becomes real for all to see. Or maybe not, who knows? And that, as they say, is that.
Yeah, so essentially the Fireflies are those light figures that we see when we defeat fiends.
Can't get enough? Like to hear it one more time?
And as Machen was explaining, they're kind of the reason for a lot of different phenomenon that happens to Spira. You can figure out more by asking about the farplane.
The farplane's the place where fireflies born from ascending gather. They appear in the shape of people who've died and gone to the farplane. Quite the phenomenon. How I wish I understood it more fully. The Owlbed have a theory, you know. They say the fireflies are just reacting to visitors' thoughts and dreams. But only the dead appear on the farplane. No image of the living has ever been seen. It's a great mystery, but maybe the dead leave a bit of themselves in the heart of the living. And that little bit borrows the fireflies' power for their paranormal performance. Or maybe not, who knows? And that, as they say, is that.
I'm not 100% on it, but essentially when Yuna does things like the sendings to be able to, what they were saying that in Kilika to just kind of put the dead to rest. Well, it seems like these fireflies gather in what's called the farplane, and the farplane is actually right over here. It's a specific destination. It's a place. And from what Machen was explaining, well, we'll learn more about it as we continue the journey. This is an important elixir that I want to grab, by the way. But the farplane itself is just the place where fireflies go, and there's some interesting things that occur there. Last place I want to go to is here. There's a Albed primer here you can pick up. Thanks for moving me, lady. You'll find that if you speak to these Guado, they're quite rude, actually. Let's talk to her. Well, maybe not rude, but they definitely view themselves very highly. Hopefully that harmony continues on, because you seem a little bit pompous. Anyway, picked up the majority of treasures that I want to so far. We can actually go over here, because I'd like to show something off before finishing this episode up. Here, Owaka is here, but if we go to the store vendor here, sell equipment and magic, I'm actually going to go ahead and buy a variable mog for Lulu. Ups her magic damage a slight bit. You'll see that they have equipment for Lightning Ward, 3,400 gil. But if you talk to Owaka, and chat with him,
I tell you, these Guado merchants are shrewd. Ripping off the pilgrims that come to visit the farplane. Listen, you watch that they don't get you, too. Me you can trust. More than a Guado, at least. What do you say?
And as a matter of fact, he's right. Instead of purchasing the Lightning Ward equipment from them, you can get a little bit of a discount. Owaka's kind of doing some price gouging. I'm going to go ahead and buy a ring for Yuna, equip it, an arm guard for Waka, I believe. The bangle I'm not going to go ahead and get, but the armlet for Kamari, a bracer for Orin, and a targe for Rikku. And that'll be that. Otherwise, he has the same kind of stuff. There's this death touch. Does instant death at 50%, but it's also pretty expensive, so I don't know, I'm fine with what I got. But yeah, I'm gonna get those Lightning Ward armors because we'll be using them in the near future. That's gonna do it for this time, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Take care.